What's going on, guys? It's Stock Picks by Tim, and in this video I wanted to go over 5 small caps that I am invested in, and I'm going to show you some levels on the chart. Now unfortunately the market is closed on Monday, so we've got to wait until Tuesday to buy or sell stocks. Now let's get into these 5 small caps, and if you don't mind hitting the like, subscribe, ring the notification bell, definitely helps me out there in YouTube, and I do appreciate the support. And don't forget to check out the links down below for the free Discord and the free crypto and stocks. Now first off, let's check out workhorse wkhs, and with this one, funny enough, it hit those May 11 lows and hasn't came down there since. It has been on a beautiful uptrend. And while last week was definitely rough, the last couple of weeks actually, you'll see that we are still following our trend with workhorse. So with workhorse, I'd probably be looking for a break of 290. It might fall farther and find some new levels, but I do think it's going to hold this support. Now you may want to take your time, wait until this breaks past the 50 and go in with the swing trade. One thing that you'll see too is the volume has been dropping. You might want to watch a kick of volume, but I'm definitely happy to add to workhorse, and it's very encouraging to see that we haven't broken our May 11 lows. And next up, I wanted to show you Indi or Indi semiconductors. This is definitely a slept on stock for many, and if you don't know of any on this list, I bet you it's Indi. Highly recommend you look into it. This is one of my higher conviction plays. And with this one, May 11, those were the lows. Ever since then, it went on a little run, came back down, almost tested those lows, and just started bouncing following this nice uptrend. You're going to want to look out for 9. Once we break it, very likely we start pushing higher. There are no other potential resistances until about the 980 area. But it's definitely nice to see that Indi's been still pushing higher, breaking recent highs, while a lot of other semiconductors have been dropping like a rock. Definitely love Indi. Check out the executive team. Look at their previous financials. Revenue just continues to fly. They continue to get more auto manufacturers on board for their products, and I can't recommend looking into it enough. Next up is going to be Matterport, and I haven't really talked about this one in a while. You'll see that this one actually did break its May 11 lows, and once it broke out of this downtrend, these blue lines here, it started pushing higher, came all the way up to the 750 area, and just started following this trend down. Now one thing you want to look out for is this ascending support. This is this white line here. It has been respecting it since the end of June. We are right at that level now. It actually looks to me like a very possible W is going to form, especially if we come into a green week. But look for Matterport to bounce from here and start establishing this 460, 470 area as a support, chop around there and push higher. Now on a few of the time frames, the RSI is getting near oversold, but not there yet. Next up is SENS stock or senseonics. And this one did not break its May 11 low, and it has been following this kind of upward channel. It did break out of it, tried to hold it as a support, failed, and it became a resistance again. Now it is on that lower level, testing it as a support. We will see how it holds up. I definitely want to see this 160 area hold. Otherwise, it's 150, then 130. Now, as you can see, there was a catalyst that caused this to just start bouncing out, and this was their earnings. Their EPS came in 25% better than expected, still negative, with a negative 3-cent EPS. And their revenue came in at 3.7 million, one of the best quarters they've had. But I definitely love senseonics for the long term. I think their Eversense product is gonna take the diabetes market by storm, and they've already gotten FDA approval. They already have Ascensia helping them out in the EU, and of course their partnership with Anthem. And they're already in the process of making a full 360-day IgM. OGM. CGM, God, get it together. And finally, gotta talk about Bngo, bionano genomics. This one definitely follows its trends, definitely follows its patterns. But along the way, you'll see all these different patterns have played out. A break of this trend falls, a break of this trend falls, a break of this pattern falls, a break of this pattern falls, a break up to the pattern runs up, break down from the pattern falls. So I have more than enough reason to believe that Bngo is very likely to continue trading its patterns. And one thing that is a bit concerning is it did break this yellow support line, ascending support, and this is another one that hasn't broke its May 11 low. And ever since then, in fact, it has more than tripled. And after tripling, it went on to cut that in half, now sitting in the $2.30 area. But look at these recent trends, this purple here, this kind of bull flag that it failed, and then it became another pattern here, and it looks like it's failing. But this is a pretty weak pattern. But remember, it is in an uptrend ever since that May 11 low. And in terms of earnings, this company continues to impress me at least. They achieved 73% year-over-year revenue growth. They achieved all the milestones they set out for. They have 170 million in cash and cash equivalents, and their revenue was the best they've seen. But let me know down below which one of these you're watching, which one of these are you invested in. I do have positions in all of these, some small, some a little bit larger. These are small caps, so you definitely have to mitigate risk. I keep these to a small percentage of my portfolio, and also am diversified in more than just small caps. But thanks so much for watching, guys. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and have a good one.